Hey guys, this is Gamer Cal. More on a bit of a test thing here. This isn't necessarily going to be like an actual. Well, it can't really be a gameplay thing because I'm doing it by myself. But I wanted to make sure that this would actually record properly. And you know what? You guys may as well be along for the ride with that. I picked up Tabletop Simulator yesterday because when looking up a little bit on what we could use to play the Pokemon trading card game, uh, this was shown to me. This is kind of absurd, to be completely honest with you. I think Jaywitz may have done a thing on this in the past, but this is kind of insane. Like, the amount of work that's gone into this is just wild. So this is actually a way of playing the Pokemon trading card game as well. You can see we do have a basic looking arena here, but we do have an arena as well. It's got all the damage counters, the die that you would want as well. You can use these for denoting damage too. And you know, Tabletop Simulator is a physics-based thing, so you can just go ahead and roll it. So you can do coin tosses with that. Because spoilers, the actual coin itself is like really bad. Doesn't really feel like it actually flips at all. So, yeah, we wouldn't be using that. But what I think is actually pretty darn cool over here is all the pack stuff. So this, I think, is more accurate than the actual like sim that we've been using. The sim is fine for the base set stuff because all the rarities were actually printed on the set in the very early days, so it was well known as to, like, you know, you got a holo about a third of the time, etc, etc. There wasn't a lot of rarities to even go on, so it was much simpler. But as I've explored future sets, so moving in even with the E-card series and stuff, the pack opening sim that we've been using so far doesn't actually account for reverse holos. And then for Gen 4 and onwards, it accounts for them in the entirely wrong way. So it's not perfect, and also TCG1 kind of just doesn't look great. So I kind of would love to be able to go with this instead. And it's definitely possible. We can pick up infinite amounts of packs out of the stuff here, so as long as we count them properly, we can do, you know, what we need to with that. Can pick them up, can open them up, and flip it, and I guess we'll zoom in a little bit as well just to show. Yeah, the cards look great. You can actually see all of the stuff on them. They are perfectly good in terms of their picture quality, that's for sure. Even pick yourselves up a Clefairy, why not? The rarities are pretty much largely based on a couple of articles from Flipside Gaming, so which have been like historically categorizing these things. So they're definitely pretty accurate, to say the least. I think there's a couple of things I may try and bring up to the mod creator here just to get them ironed out. There's a couple of things specifically that I've noticed so far is like in Diamond and Pearl, the level X ratios don't seem to reflect, like from the Platinum series and whatnot onwards, they don't really seem to change. I think Stormfront, from what the Flipside article said, the level X's got a bit more common, but they stay universal throughout the whole thing. That sort of thing should probably get changed a little bit. Oh, there we go. Sometimes it freezes up a tiny bit for me, but there's so much going on here that I'm not really that surprised. But yeah, we've got every set from the base set down. I mean, it's all organized. So we've got the original series, we've got the Neo, which is your Gen 2. Legendary Collection is its own separate thing. There's some really fancy looking stuff in there. Well, we'll crack one of those open in a sec. The E series, so you've got your Crystal Pokemon in there, your Gen 3 beginnings with the Ruby Sapphire stuff, the EX series as it's called. This is all of the Gen 3 bits right there. Your Gen 4 with Diamond Pearl series stuff up here. the Platinum series along this end, which has got some different rarities to it as well. Heart Gold Soul Silver, which introduced the Legend cards and whatnot, they're all in there as well. Call of Legends, the reprint set just before we go through. Black and White series in here as well. You've got stuff like the Dragonfault Blister Pack comes in here as well, because that is a separate product. So you can see stuff like the Detective Pikachu and whatnot up here as well, which is really cool. So that's all of the black and white ones. And then we've got the X and Y series is split a couple of ways, because there's some, the Break series is here as well. Like Pokemon Break came in from Breakthrough, go figure, Breakthrough, Breakpoint. We've even got like the Generations set here as well. The Elite Trainer box is just because that's where the packs came from the most. So we can actually get a Generations pack as well. I think these are slightly off in terms of some of what they have, just because I think they don't treat the secret rares as anything special in here, whereas they were apparently a lot more common. Then yes, I think this would have been the reverse holo, I guess. The Wobbuffet there as well, it's kind of cute. Yeah, so I don't think they're actually treated as reverse, not reverse, they're not, the secret rares were supposedly a lot more common than is actually being portrayed in here, but it's hard to really get accurate odds on that, to be honest. But yeah, it's the Break series stuff there. Sun and Moon is in here, like Shining Legends also has its own separate thing as well. Dragon Majesty was another fun one that way. Detective Pikachu was always cool. I love the artwork on the Hidden Fates Elite Trainer box. I've always loved it. I actually have, from my brother, I have a Stained Glass Articuno Zapdos Moltres card as well. It's like one of the only Pokemon cards I actually have IRL, but it's super, super cool. I don't have it in here to show, but you know. And then we've got the Sword Shield stuff at the top as well, including Champion's Path and Shining Fates. Shining Fates especially is not necessarily completely accurate at the moment, only because it's kind of impossible to get completely accurate numbers on it right now, it seems. Everything's all estimates, really. So yeah, there's potential stuff with it there. But it's got everything up until Chilling Reign. Evolving Skies will be coming when that actually does get released and whatnot. So yeah, you can do a whole massive set opening stuff here, and then assemble the decks, play them on the table that's in the middle. It's really, really good. So you have wells for unlimited energy here, unlimited basic energy I should say, which will include Fairy as well. Even though Fairy is no longer a thing Sword and Shield, this obviously, as we've seen, encompasses every single era, every set that's come out. So yeah, you do need Fairy for Gen 6 and 7, so it is there as well. Obviously you can pull these things up wherever. You can, in Tabletop Sim, if you've never played it before, you can make hidden zones so that only the color-coded player can actually see what's in them. So we'll be able to have privacy in here. We will have to draft our sets at the same time, basically, in here, but we'll have privacy for it, so it'll be pretty good that way. Let's just crack this one open. Well, as soon as I can get it. You gotta move over the pack a little bit. It does have to load a little bit too, but that's obvious. When you've got so many different things here to look at, you've kind of got that, gotta have that card loading coming in as well. So Charmander and Charmeleon together, it's kind of fun. I think these ones are actually designed more for drafting. So you can see we do get the Arcanine. This is a Mono Fire pack here. Well, mostly Mono Fire. We've got Challenge, Rhydon, and this glorious looking Pidgeot even over here. This was actually a thing in real life. I think base set 2 was where I saw this from before, and these cards were very commonly thought of as fakes because, you know, people would print the card out or photocopy the card, put a weird sticker border on it, and that's sometimes what you would find in garage sales and stuff. So they looked fake, but these are the genuine deal. These actually are real cards, so it's kind of fun to see them represented. Reverse holos aren't really represented in here, just because I guess it's been kind of hard to do that per se. But if we actually open, let's say, let's just go with one of the more recent ones, I suppose, because that should be fairly straightforward to do. Let's go Flashfire. Why not? Bring one of these out. I'm controlling right now. I'm controlling a little bit with like the combine of the controller and the mouse here, just so I can easily see. Yeah, I haven't actually opened one of these yet, so you can see it is just straight until it loads. My computer is decent, but it is quite old, so it's not necessarily loading everything immediately, but it doesn't really matter. Got cute little shrinks over here, it's pretty nice. So we got about 5 commons in these ones, so it should be about there. Then the forward here would be reverse. It's actually rare as a, it's a rare in the sets. That's kind of cool. And then whoa, there we go. That's what you'd want. Full art Lysander, nice. Yes, so you can clearly see this works. It isn't just gonna give you tat. You can actually get the proper rarity stuff in here as well. But this forward would have been a reverse holo if that was shown as a separate card. But it's not. But that's fine. We don't really need to worry about that. It is accurately represented. This can be different rarity stuff as well. It isn't just a rare, so that's good. Alright, yeah, full art Lysander. That's a pretty card. We've got what? Celio, Sneasel, and the Krokorok. I don't know. These just look amazing. Like, obviously, Pokemon cards have always looked great. Artwork appreciation and all of that fun stuff. But these just look awesome. I'm not gonna lie. Like, yeah, it can be a bit small to see the individual stuff before you zoom in. You do have tools for that as well in thing. You can also just go back to the snapping. You do have some tools for that in the actual program itself. I'm just honestly haven't particularly explored this that much yet. I literally just picked this up yesterday, so I haven't really gone in and seen like absolutely everything to see like how best to do the stuff. I've actually forgotten how you do the manual zoom here. Can you do that? Yeah, you can. I can hold ZL to do that on the thing. So you see, beautiful Lysander. It's also really great. So yeah, that's the main bit. We can just pull out 36 packs of the box. You can, of course, as per tradition in TTS, you can go ahead and actually drag a box to anywhere that you want, so you don't have to keep coming back up the top if you want to do it that way. You can also draw the packs into your hand so that you can shift them onto the table that way. It's a little bit more awkward though, because I found that I keep accidentally opening the packs in my hand, and then it's just like, they get stuck in the table in the middle and whatnot. It's a bit silly, so I think I'd rather just like pull the packs out and just do it that way. But yeah, it looks really cool. So the other thing I wanted to briefly show is, as with all like tabletop sim stuff, you can save objects, and there's 2 things I want to sort of show with that. One is I actually made a test draft beforehand. I opened up 36 packs. I did a full organization thing for this. And yeah, so this was actually a full-on draft that I had, and I grouped all the Pokemon up together. So it's like I got 3 Weedle, I got 1 Kakuna, 1 Beedrill, etc., like 2 Chansey and whatnot. I had the packs in the middle, and I was just sort of organizing into like the stage evolutions and whatnot. But yeah, this is a full draft which I have saved as a separate object. You can save it all as one deck as well, like that's not a problem. And I know a lot of people have already done way more than me with this thing, but you can group everything up and then search the deck specifically to do things this way around. So you don't have to save it as one big table. That's probably not the best way of doing it anyway, but you can pull the stuff out. It's cool. The usual stuff with it that way, and then you can make your deck based on what you have here. Like saying, it does occasionally freeze up for me just because there's so much going on, but that is fine. So that's one cool way of doing things. I actually had a deck as well, but we don't really need to bother with that. The other thing that's worth noting though which I don't think we're going to use from here, but will be usable for wild cards if we keep the wheel spin and stuff, is that you actually can... There's a website, I believe Pallet Town is the name of the thing, but there's a website where you can actually make decks and save them as TTS objects. And then you can actually spawn one from that. So what I've done with this, which is right in the middle here, actually it's kind of weird that it spawned in the middle of that, but whatever. So what I've actually done with this is a draft that this is actually the draft that we had for Jungle, but with the exception that cards I had like 15, 16 of, I couldn't get it to actually save as a deck at that, so we've just got 4 copies then. That's all you need anyway, so it really doesn't matter. But yeah, let's go ahead and move this out of the way real quick. We don't really need that. We'll flip this over, and you can spread the stuff out here as well, providing stuff doesn't fall off the table or do something weird like that. That can happen. It's fine. I should probably move the stuff further down. Let's go ahead and retry. You can tell I haven't done much with this when weird stuff like that happens, but it's all good. We can reload the object and just go from there. It's probably an easier way of doing it. I know you can rewind time a little bit on this, but that makes it reload everything, and that's awkward. I don't want to do that, so we ain't gonna do it, but I will just move this into the middle here, I guess, and spread them. And we can see it's actually really nice the way that it sort of sets up too, but we can see all of the cards that I picked up in the draft from yesterday. Yeah, yesterday is the time of recording this, so yeah, it's pretty neat. You can organize all sorts of stuff with this here, and I guess if you keep your workspace organized whilst you're doing the draft itself, saving the objects like this will make it a lot easier to make decks and stuff later on. But it's cool because you get to actually show these as we go, and then you can just go zoom in on a particular card and see it in all of its glory. It's great. You can even change the resolution of that too. So I'm sure most of this is like incredibly mundane for anyone who's actually played TTS before, but I just think it's cool and it's worth showing some of the stuff with it here. Let's load in. So I'll load in the test deck. I didn't actually have this as a grouped object beforehand, just because I wasn't like, I was making the deck. This is how I made it up. So I didn't group it beforehand because I didn't know you could do that until afterwards. But that's fine. So we'll go ahead and bring this in. You can shuffle the stuff up as well, which is fine. So shuffle that a little bit, and I mean it's TTS, it's physics based. You're not gonna have exact sort of spots with it there, but that is all right. We can do 7 draw. We didn't actually get a basic, which is kind of funny. So I suppose we would have to reveal the hand here, huh? So it'd be like, oh, no basics. Back into the deck. We flip them all and put them in that way. Yep. Do the same again. And I just want to kind of show a little bit of how you would set this up, really. So yeah, we do have our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We do have basics this time, so we'd actually be able to play the game. The opponent would get to draw up to 2 cards off of that too, if they have a basic in the starting thing. So you know, you want to make sure you got a high basic count in the early stuff with it, because letting the opponent draw like 2 cards every time is kind of brutal, especially if they end up having last. That would be disgusting. So yeah, you would flip the cards face down before you put them onto the field, so that during setup you don't reveal what your Pokemon is. We can set the prize cards down. Again, it doesn't have to be completely clean, like it is a physics sim after all. But that is totally fine because we know what we're doing with it. One thing I would like is card sleeves, but I don't know if that's actually something that would happen here. Now we'll just assume that we were going first off it here. We're gonna go ahead and do our draw. Not exactly the greatest one, but that is fine. So what you would do with the energy and stuff, you actually place them in these little wells here, and that associates the energy with the card here, at least, you know, with this slot in the field. I think for retreating, you do have to, like, separately move the counter and stuff, but, you know, so maybe it gets a little bit more awkward when you have, like, more energy here. Because I think you do have to move them manually. I don't think you can actually move them like move them simultaneously. I guess you can, but yeah, it's maybe a little bit more awkward. But I mean, that's only gonna matter if you have like 7, you know, like 4 to 7 energy on the same thing. It's not always gonna be the case, and you can easily move them out to get them onto different bench slots and stuff from there. So it's pretty good. And that's essentially what we're looking at with it. You know, you can search shuffle dead easy in these things. You can probably would need to want to be a little bit cleaner on the stuff here, but you've got plenty of space for things. You've got the discard pile there as well, which is fine. And evolving the Pokemon would just be straightforward. Put it on top and go from there. Yeah, not much more to say for it. If you are playing in like a GX format, you just flip the thing over when you've used your GX attack, and that's pretty much it. So we're not going to be switching to this immediately because Sai has still got to actually buy this, because this is you know, it is a purchase that needs to be made with it. We didn't have Tabletop Simulator at all before looking at this. So, yeah, it's still like a work in progress. But I wanted to test this out. I wanted to make sure the performance was still going to be okay as well, at least in single player. I want to do some multiplayer test stuff as well. I think In the Name of DT might be able to help me out with that. Because he has been interested in the process here as well. So I might be able to speak to him and get some stuff done with it too. But I wanted just to give a quick little tech demo / let's see how it works in terms of my computer performance, and I am more than happy with it. So yeah, this has been Gamer Cal showing off Pokemon trading card game stuff in Tabletop Simulator. This is exciting. It's going to take a lot longer to actually do the videos themselves, or like the actual stuff with it, because it is a longer process to do a draft in here, since you have to physically move the cards, etc. But I think that is fine, and we'll be good with it. So yeah, till next time everyone, take care.